So I know you're all medical students and you're looking to get right into the bright and shiny world of being a medical examiner. Let me tell you, it's not the most glamorous thing, okay? So here we have a victim, okay? Can someone tell me about this victim? Yes, the victim is not alive. Yes, that's true. Anything else? Yes, the victim is still not alive. Yeah, well, obviously, yes. Yeah, what? The victim has no pulse. Yes, that's indicative of being dead. I know how I can use that effectively. Rule of 3. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking. So I'm thinking step a court scene, because that was a hot mess in a bad way. I'm thinking, what if it's a medical examiner leading a lecture to a bunch of bright and shiny medical students that want to also become medical examiners, something like that. The victim is not alive, the victim is still not alive, the victim has no pulse. I love that. I love that bit, and I'm going to steal it. Sorry, AJ Pinkerman. This is high school. I'm stealing it. But I'm reusing it. I'm using it in a different way. That's besides the point. So she goes through these different these different victims. She walks through, Jane Doe walks through these different victims, eventually ending with Robert Rampike, who will then be like a zombie and do his bit. It'll be really, really funny. And then, victim is not alive, victim is still not alive, victim has no pulse, and when it gets to that's when she screams. Yes, that's indicative of being dead. Jane Doe needs to have a line at the beginning like, "Need to be quiet, you don't want to wake the dead, ah ha ha ha, funny, funny, funny." And then when she screams, that's the loudest thing that's happened in that scene, is her screaming. Yes, that's indicative of being dead. And then Robert Rampike is like, "Why am I alive?" And it's gonna be a whole thing. It's gonna be really funny if you have if Robert Rampike hasn't been autopsied, it'll be a whole thing. It'll be really funny. Let's work it out. Let's begin. So as you can see, so you all want to be medical examiners now, don't you? Well, that's fun. Okay. So being a medical examiner is tough work. Okay. You don't get to play around all day. It's actual work business. Okay. So you see, so I got some victims here. These are all victims of homicide cases. For those of you who don't know, that's murder. That is the taking someone else's life. That is the manner of death we are looking at are all homicides, okay? So someone tell me something about this specific cadaver. Yes. It's not alive. Yes, it's not alive. Well, anyways, DNA has not gotten back to us, so we actually have no clue who this is. So we, in the wonderful world of medical examination, we tend to refer to unnamed or unclaimed bodies. We refer to them either as John Doe or Jane Doe. Yes, but your name is Jane Doe. Unfortunate naming, okay? Anyway, so one thing to know about this one, this is a more recent one. So we have, more recent one. So one thing to note on this one is we've had this one for a bit. We've had this one for about 12 hours. So it's at peak rigor mortis. Someone tell me what rigor mortis is. So rigor mortis is when the muscles are unable to relax due to a buildup of lactic acid in the body, and then they're stiff, hence the term stiffs. Anyway, so this Jane Doe right here, as you can tell, based on just obvious things, there is a gunshot wound to her chest. There's just gonna be a sheet over her chest. As you can tell, there's a gunshot wound to her chest. If you come and look, yep. Fun times. Good, sweet Jane. Yep. Gunshot wound to the chest. this can, and based on, you've all had some sort of forensic science back when you were in high school. Who can tell me anything about the bullet wound? Yes, it's in her chest. I just said that, yes. As you can tell, the wound is, it's bigger on the front than in the back. What does that tell us about the murder? Yes, he had a gun. It does tell us that. It also tells us that she was shot in the back. Entry wounds tend to be smaller than exit wounds. Okay? Now, as you can see, there is, we'll do lividity on the next one. We'll talk about lividity. Anyway, moving on. Here on. This here, we actually know who this is. Her name is Rose Smith. We know that she is a mother of 3. And as you can tell, based on yeah. So she's missing. I want to pull up like a fake limb. Like yeah. So as you can tell, she's missing an arm. I know this because this is her arm. You're pass it around, let everyone see. And it's like it'd be funny. It's funny if I conduct this like, oh, we're dealing with a bunch of kindergartners almost. But they're medical students, so they wouldn't be kindergarten. It'd be funny. Pass it around, let everyone see. I got a better idea. I have the best idea, okay?